So this is a movie. A lot of people might not be familiar with it. It's a little bit of an underground.
I don't know,
film.
dude. Weird Al is pretty popular. I think a lot of
dude.
people have probably checked this out in the intervening years. But whatever. Even if they haven't, fuck them. This movie is one of the best fucking comedies ever committed to screen. I mean, it's just like funny throughout the film. It plays with different kinds of humor. There's stupid jokes. There's smart jokes.
Slapstick, dude. There's almost everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, it covers so many. There's black comedy. I mean, it's just like all over the fucking map. But, you know, it's still a cohesive thing. It's not like a masterpiece or anything, but as far as like, you know, screwball kind of crazy comedy movies go, it's like really at the top.
And
of that
it's
fucking
ambitious
genre.
too.
Yeah,
like visually, sonically ambitious. It plays around with a lot of conventions, and it's a really one of a kind movie.
The way it lampoons the culture is actually done super effectively, which like a lot of times parodies can be super cringy or you know,
ham-fisted.
Not hit the mark at all.
It's actually a kind of a time capsule for a bygone era of entertainment.
And it feels like it really was like Weird Al taking what he could do musically in lampooning songs and doing it to Hollywood and doing it to the movie industry. Yep. And it's just like he's just as adept in that realm as he was in the music realm. So it's like, how do you not love that?
Yeah.
You know, to take this guy's brilliant fucking sense of humor and brilliant ability to show you how absurd something is, you know, not by just stating it outright. I mean, I kind of view Weird Al as kind of like a critic in his own right, but he's showing you the flaws in a different way.
Weird Al's had some serious fucking staying power. And I mean,
God, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still around.
I mean, he's still
still
around.
doing his thing.
People are petitioning for him to do the Super Bowl show.
Dude, he's an all-around great guy, like a genuinely good human being. And this movie is no exception to that. Like it's really the perfect movie for him. It's almost a shame he just didn't do anything else with movies, really.
So ratings, fellas, what are we feeling? Who Scotty went first last time? I think I went first the first time. TJ,
I'll give
you
it,
lead this one off.
I'll give it 3 stars.
I agree with 3 stars.
3.
That's a 3 across the board. And I think that we're pretty fair there. And I think that we're probably going to nail it this time, guys. Let's take a look.
Kaboom! 1. God damn it!
This is a 1-star film.
We're suckers.
Somewhere there is an audience for UHF.
Here.
I have no doubt. And somewhere this weekend, someone may laugh at some of its attempts at humor. Weird Al Yankovic has had a lot of success with his parodies, songs, and music videos spinning off of Michael Jackson and other easy targets. But this is the dreariest comedy in many a month.
What?
A depressing slog through recycled comic formulas. Those who laugh at UHF should inspire our admiration. In these dreary times, we must treasure the easily amused.
Damn. Pwned. Pwned from beyond the grave.
I don't think I've ever heard somebody miss the mark harder on film. I'm sorry to break kayfabe for a moment.
God damn you, I've been trying to get you to break kayfabe the whole time. Now you're going to do it?
I'm sorry, this is the one that did it. That was just such a brain dead statement.
Can we just drop it outright then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, thank you.
Can I reveal that I hate this man with every fiber of my being, and I think he's a retard? I intentionally selected every one of these films because I know them to be wrong, and we're going to roast this fat, apple-smoked, cancerous pig for the next fucking hour.
Probably more with all these
This
films.
is the dumbest, most brain-dead review that we've gotten to yet.
And it's completely wrong. And so
Yeah. Well, he totally misses that it's supposed to be a retread of old comic formulas because it's making fun of Hollywood, which is constantly spitting out bullshit.
It's a subversive film. It really, because like I agree with you entirely. At the surface, yeah, you could see there is comic formulas, and it does feel like a paint by the numbers movie. But watch the actual film and tell me you come away with that impression.
Well, one of the patterns that I noticed in pulling for this episode was that Roger Ebert either doesn't get or violently doesn't like any kind of subversion in movies. If a movie is subversive, he's gonna fucking hate it. What's next, TJ?
The next movie is Die Hard.
Oh
Hard.
shit, dude! The
This is a
ultimate Christmas
badass movie.
I love this fucking movie, dude.
Who doesn't love
And
this
this
movie?
is actually Alan Rickman. Bill and Liz, this is his first.
Dude,
big
this
film.
is like a movie.
Imagine this being your first big Hollywood break, dude.
There's movies out there that I really love that if people don't like them, I can understand.
Sure.
Like, you know what?
Yeah.
You don't like that movie? I understand. There's some weird shit or whatever. But Die Hard is one of those movies that if it's like someone, if I'm talking to someone and my esteem for them is at like I don't know, a 7 or something, and they say like, man, Die Hard sucks.
Yeah.
That esteem is going into like a 2.
Yeah, you're like, you say,
He's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm writing you off as a human
you say
being
Die
forever.
Hard 2 sucked, or like Die Hard 3 sucked, like, or
I'll hear you out, but 1.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
gonna say
one-
that the original Die Hard sucks, you're a fucking
you're fucking
retard.
wrong, dude.
You're just stupid. You're just a
one of the
contrarian
best
moron at that
action
point.
movies.
I mean, it's a
slash
masterclass
Christmas
action
Okay,
movie.
so let's just. You know what?
Great fucking
Hey,
dialogue.
guy in the comment section typed, it's all subjective. Fuck you. Yeah, of course it is. It's all
That's the point.
subjective.
But you're subjectively wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I am saying that my subjective worldview and your subjective worldview at that point are so incongruent that fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, it really is a
We're
good...
not even the same species anymore.
It's a good canary in the coal mine, because, yeah, if I ever met somebody that tried to shit on this movie, I'd be like, okay, well,
you
I
know
probably
what?
have very little in common with them.
I can't even think of a time it's happened. I cannot. I can think of every movie. Like I can think of people the movies I love that'll just shit on. I cannot think of a single fucking person I've ever met, heard of, or seen. And I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure they'll come out of the woodwork now. But organically, throughout the course of my life, I have never heard a disparaging fucking word about fucking Die Hard.
Well, you better get ready, TJ. But
God
let's
damn
give
it.
it our
Oh,
let's
God.
give it our fucking rankings first. I give this a 3.5 all day.
Agree. 3.5 easy, dude. I mean, yeah, I would give it a 3.5.
I'm gonna be more generous.
You're gonna go 4.
I'm
on
gonna
this
give
one
it
too?
a fucking perfect 4.
I don't. I won't fucking.
I'm one of
argue.
those people that I had to have very few 4s.
Yeah,
or 10s
for
or
me,
whatever.
a 4 is gonna be like a rarity. But
I'm
you.
sorry. Well, hold on. If we're gonna look at this, I mean, like, how are you judging it? Against all films or as an action film? Because
I'm doing.
find me a more perfect fucking action film than Die Hard.
Against, I would do it against all film. I would look at the action element as a
Well,
subgenre.
Well, I'm
of
saying
that.
if you're gonna make an action film,
right.
you be I mean, like, I don't see how it could be done much better.
That actually lines up with something that I read that I didn't include in the research that Ebert said. He said that when it comes to the stars, he tried to not give them based on just whether he liked the movie, but what the movie was intended to be, what it set out to try and accomplish,
Well,
and how
nothing,
much of that accomplished.
I mean, Die Hard 100% executes every single thing that it tried to accomplish. I think it's a 4-star fucking film myself.
well, you're wrong. It's a 2-star film, TJ.
What a dumb twat.
The idea has a certain allure to it. A cop is trapped inside a high-rise with a team of desperate terrorists. He is all that stands between them and their hostages. Give the terrorist leader brains and a personality, make one of the hostages an estranged wife of the cop, and you've got a movie. The name of the movie is Die Hard, and it stars Bruce Willis in another one of those Hollywood action roles where the hero's shirt is ripped off in the first reel, so you can see how much time he's been spending in the gym. Little fat salt there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Tired of being flaunting all these male. He really seems to take issue with anything like with men who are attractive. Because I mean, he kind of had that same criticism with fucking Fight Club, like, oh, it's all male eroticism and all these fucking sexy men looking better than
take
me.
your shirt off. I can't take my shirt off. Fuck you.
I don't look good without my shirt on.
It's like the mind blowing thing here is, I mean, Roger Ebert is obviously an intelligent guy, but his reviews are always very superficial to me. It's like he's just explaining the film in the most general
I will
terms.
say-
And I understand it's for a larger audience, and he's
I will say
obviously
one thing.
cognizant
I'll
of
say
that.
one thing good about Roger Ebert, even at this point in the episode. I don't agree with the reviews he's writing, but they are very well written.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He was definitely a master
He was
craftsman,
he was a great writer.
but with stupid opinions.
Right.
I mean, this is very succinct. It's very to the point, but it's very well written. I
I mean, well,
completely agree
it
with
goes
you.
on, but I mean, like,
A lot of this one
he
is
just
just-
had a way with words that not many people really are fucking gifted with.
No, I mean,
This is true.
there's a reason why he made the big bucks and was a big time film.
There's a
critic.
reason why he won the fucking Pulitzer.
I mean,
So-
it was good even in Red Record speaking. I mean, him and Gene Siskel, like we showed before. I mean, he was a good public speaker. He had a wit about him. He had. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you even see that. Like I completely agree with you here.
But
Like, I don't
man,
agree with
he
his
didn't have a
assessment of the
fucking
film.
clue what was a good movie. Well, that's not true either. I didn't pull. There's a lot of movies that we would agree with Roger.
Right. I
Ebert
mean,
on.
Yeah.
look, I remember when I was younger, I was a big Roger Ebert fan. And, you know, I felt like a lot of his reviews were spot on and spoke to how I felt about a film.
Like
But,
the Deuce Bigelow 2 review. That
I
he
mean, yeah,
wrote.
I mean, there were some great ones.
But there are just so many of these glaring blind spots in his reviews.
Right.
That
There's
it
so many
bears-
films that are just excellent, of great quality, have survived the test of time, have become classics or cult classics he just absolutely shits on, underestimates, and it just does not give a fucking fair shake at all. This one here is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Pretty universally loved amongst everybody that I've talked about it with.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to show it to some people who did not care for it, but they were all idiots, so whatever.
This is like this is one of those films where it's like you just buckle up and go along for the ride because it's one of the.
Well, you got no choice,
and it's just frenetic and it's all over the place and from start to finish. And when the movie ends, I remember the first time I watched it, it's like
it's a movie that really makes
now.
you feel like you're on the drugs. Like every drug is portrayed, everything is shot in such a way where you fucking really feel the effect of the drug on your perception. Yeah. Like it just captures that so fucking.
It manages
wonderfully.
To be like a wacky, drug-fueled nightmare escapade and a profound look at the 1960s and 70s, and a look at the drug culture that sprung up around all of those things. It's a really brilliant movie based on a brilliant novel by a brilliant man who's in the film or portrayed in the film by Johnny Depp in one of my favorite roles.
Who actually studied with Hunter S. Thompson for the role.
And it shows. I mean, it's a fucking performance that's amazing. Benicio del Toro plays Dr. Gonzo in it. He's
also great.
Absolutely fundamentally amazing in the movie. It's just a...
Oh, guys, do you know nacho fries are back?
Oh, wow. Dude. I'm going after the fucking show. Yeah, it's just a movie chock full of memorable scenes. I mean, we could just sit here all night and rattle off the bar scene where everybody turns into lizards. We got a lot of movies to go through.
Oh, that was great.
I mean, so let's get some ratings, guys.
Let me see. This is a tough one.
I think I'm going to break the mold and go 4 stars on this one.
Okay.
I don't think I would change a frame of this movie. I really don't. I really love it from start to finish. I think it's a total package.
Yeah, this is a great movie. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to not give it 4 stars. I mean, look, I guess that for some people this movie can be inaccessible, but for me, for my money, I don't know. It's great. 4 stars.
All right, you know what? I got to buck the trend here. I'm going to have to go 3.5 stars.
Hey, that's fine. I think that's a fair rating, but we're all wrong. This is a 1-star film.
What?
Excuse me?
1 star.
1 fucking star for
Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Wait, hold on. No, shut up for a second.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Jane. Sorry, Jane.
1 star? I mean,
yes.
That's just dishonest.
Yes. 1 star.
It's I mean, like, you have to at least admit it's well shot. Right? And it's fucking dynamic and interesting. I mean, like, even if you don't resonate with the film, you got to give it at least some technical achievement stars, you piece of shit.
Well, why don't you listen to a Pulitzer Prize winner, TJ? The result is a horrible mess of a movie without shape, trajectory, or purpose. A one-joke movie, if it had one joke. The 2 characters wander witlessly past the bizarre backdrops of Las Vegas, some real, some hallucinated, all interchangeable, while zonked out of their minds.
But that's the point!
Humor depends on attitude. Beyond a certain point, you don't have an attitude, you simply inhabit a state. I've heard a lot of funny jokes about drunks and druggies, but these guys are stoned beyond comprehension. To the point where most of their dialogue could be paraphrased
Why don't you clutch some fucking pearls, Roger Ebert? Come on!
So he wasn't a druggie, and he didn't like that there was drug humor in the movie, so it's a 1-star film.
But not only that, it's like they wander from place. But that's the whole point: is that they're tripping on, like they're not aware of what's going on around them, and when they do become aware, it's their perception is totally altered from reality.
It's supposed to be about how lost they are after the fucking idealism of the '60s crumbled, right?
No, I mean, a one-note movie without a joke.
No, I mean, like, that's not right.
One-note movie without a joke, TJ.
One-note movie without a joke.
If it had a joke,
frenzied hyperbole, TJ.
Wow. Fuck Roger Ebert in the ass until he is dead.